Did you ever have those days when you're waking up not feeling so good? Maybe you have a headache, something just feels off, some aches and pains. Then you're starting to wonder if you should go to the doctors. Then you're wondering if the doctor will have availability, how long before you see him. Then you start guessing, what will the doctor say? What's the prognosis? And all these mental stories. This is what the mind does. The mind loves its stories. And this just creates lots and lots of stress. And the more stress, the more sick you become with all that cortisol and all these other hormones around that are not great for your health. So it begins to weaken your immunity system. So how do we get out of all this stress about our current condition, seeing a doctor or some kind of medical professional or some kind of healer, whatever it may be? And, the mind focusing on what's the healing prognosis, what's the outcome, how's all this going to work out? Well, we just need to let all this go. That's easier said than done because the mind loves to cling. But we have to learn to be present, to acknowledge, yes, the body feels off. Something is not quite right with the body. We have to acknowledge that. We can't ignore the demands of the body or the mind. But then the mind gets into all these stories. It's about learning to be present, to be fully here in this moment. And a lot of people don't know what that really means to be fully here. I know when I was sick for 40 years, that made no sense to me. What does it mean to be here? I was aware that I'm walking, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. What's this thing about being here? I know I'm here. I'm right here in this room. Where else would I be? So I'm here. No, see, I didn't really understand at that time that being here means that you're fully aware that you're standing, you're sitting, you're listening. You're almost seeing this bigger perspective, if you will, that spirit having this experience. Before, we're totally wrapped up into the experience, that we are the experience, that I am the headache, I am the aches and pains. And it's a very stressful place to be when you're completely identified with your conditions, your problems or issues or concerns. So the mind gets wrapped up into the concerns a lot with the doctor. Can I get an appointment? Whether it's a doctor, a healer, somebody that can assist you. The mind gets all wrapped up. Can I get an appointment today? What will they say once you do make that appointment? What's going to be the outcome? The mind loves to future guess. It loves to play this what if game. And that doesn't help us. That's just creating more and more stress. So we just need to relax and learn to be here in this moment. And I realized a lot of my practices sound too good to be true, that I simply sat for 5 minutes a day learning to be present. And then through presence, I discovered who I really was. And my ailments went away, the multiple sclerosis, the bipolar, all these issues. And it seems like my practice is too simple. But that's just it though. It is simple. It may not be easy, but it is simple. The mind believes in complexity, difficulties, challenges. And that's what the mind is comfortable with, is with these challenges. So we just need to relax and just be aware the mind is playing this what if game. I'm not feeling well. What is going on? Can I get an appointment? What about this? What about that? And the mind is constantly on the hamster wheel. And we need to jump off that hamster wheel and say, I need to jump into this moment and see what's going on with this body. To realize it's this body, I am not the body. That's a big distinction. When you're completely identified with the body as you, as opposed to spirit inhabiting the body, you get really attached and caught up to the outcome of this body. To realize this body is temporary. It's not the same one you had at 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. It's changing day to day. But we are the consciousness. We are the one that sees through the eyes. So we need to let go of this attachment by learning to be here, by sitting quietly or just looking around the room, being present with the objects. Like the mouse, this little container for my microphone. You just have to be aware, when you're holding this little case up, what's the texture feel like? Is it rough, smooth? And just notice. And that little practice will get you into this moment, because you're either in this moment or in the mental story. You can't be at two places at one time. You're either lost in thoughts, beliefs, opinions, or you're fully aware of this moment. My feet are on the floor. I'm holding this object that feels like this. And you're completely here. All your power is right here, right now. When you're not right here, right now, that's a big cause of stress. Because mind's playing games, wondering why is this happening to me? What if this happens? What about this? What about that? And it's just this constant hamster wheel. It's creating so much stress, so much overwhelm. But we can jump off that hamster wheel. We can always hit that reset button and plot a new way forward, but not figuring things out, not wondering how. We don't want to keep the mind so busy and occupied. We just want to learn to relax, but a mindful relaxation process. I'm here, I'm relaxed, I'm wearing my feet on the ground, I'm listening, and those kind of behaviors will make a big, big difference. So when you're not feeling well, just notice the mind casting those stories. We need to make an appointment. Notice the mind casting stories. Notice the mind guessing what's going to happen at that appointment. What's going to be the outcome? Will I live a normal life? And all these concerns, you can let all that go and just be here in this moment to realize you are spirit, soul, consciousness, all that is. Whatever resonates with you, the one who sees through the eyes, the one who listens, that's where your power is. This body is temporary. As I talk about quite frequently, you are the clouds. Forget that. Your problems are the clouds. Your issues are the clouds. You are the sky, the unchanging. That's what you need to focus on, that I am the real unchanging. These storm clouds come rolling in and they will move on, but the sky is not impacted. There's no holes in the sky from clouds, from lightning, from thunder. The sky remains the sky, regardless of what's happening in life. So just relax, do what you feel is best for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your subscribes and likes, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.